Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is James and today's episode I am going to talk about importing plants. In particular, this episode we're going to talk about Ecuador, and the company I was with was Ecuador. They were amazing. The import was so smoothly and the whole process was extremely easy and convenient because they partner up with Plant Run, so I don't really need to worry about getting my plants delivered or anything like that. So then you may wonder, how many plants did I actually get? I don't know, I can't remember, to be honest with you. It was anywhere between 20 to 30 plants. It was a large amount, so that was also one of the reasons why I didn't have the time to do the videos, but I'm gonna show you the whole import when I receive the plants, how I, remove it from the moss and then put it in water to basically give it the water that they need, because they were in a box for a couple of days and they were dipped in chemicals to treat all the possible pests or fungus or viruses or whatsoever to go through customs. So the plants have been through a lot. And when you put it in water with a little bit of Super Thrive, that will help the roots so much. But I'm gonna talk more detailed into it, the whole process, in maybe second episode. I also want to apologize because you're not gonna see a lot of my face. I had very bad breakout and I was not feeling comfortable and confident enough to show my face during the video. So you're just gonna see me sitting on the floor, opening all the plants that I received on that day, and that was like 3-4 days ago. But anyway, so as you can see in the background here, that is all the plants that I got, and they are doing so well. I'm gonna do another episode about them in particular, so maybe that's gonna be in the second episode. Yes, that's gonna be in the second episode, that I'm gonna talk about how I basically keeping them so beautifully like this. Okay, so let's jump in the video. Okay, so right now I am looking at, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, they have a name tag on this. I do really love the cottony wrapping here. Very professional, and it definitely does help a lot with the preventing the damage on the leaves, so that I really appreciate. I'm not 100% sure the kind of the plant just yet, but I do have a name tag. So let me just do this quickly and then I'm going to show you. It's a little bit chilly on the packaging. I don't know what the plant would be like, and it's definitely moist. I can feel the moisture. This is just basically paperback packaging. But this is actually a lot smaller than I expected. I think I mentioned that I wanted a medium size. But they must have ran out of the medium size, and I think this is just a small version, trying to gently remove this paper packaging here so that it doesn't damage the roots. So I mean, I can't really see right now what the root look like. I'm not going to touch it just yet. What I would do is that I basically would just maybe leave it on the floor. Let me show you. And that's the root of it, of the varicosum here. I mean, you barely can see anything because it's basically been covered in moss. Oh, it's the crystallinum. No, sorry, this is forgetii dark form. Yes, it's so beautiful. Actually, I quite like it. Yeah, I got a new leaf. Yay! Now this I love. Right there, that's the forgetii dark form, and I don't know if you can see, but basically there's a new leaf right here. Alright, again, it was basically packed in moss, so you can't really see the roots. Again, that's a leaf. So that's the tenue, that's the new leaf right here. Okay, I think this is the most beautiful leaf of the plant. And I mean, it's not big or anything. So let me just quickly unwrap this paper. The roots of it. You can see a little bit of a stem on this one right here, and still green. Oh, this is the one that I'm actually the most excited about. This is actually the queen, and I'm so nervous, to be honest with you, because according to the email that they sent me, they did mention that this one, the root is actually not that great just yet, but for the price point, I couldn't pass it on, so I decided to give it a try, and we'll see how it's gonna turn out. Okay, I see some green, so that's definitely a good sign. I did order the dark form. Now I don't know why this one is actually kind of green. So, I don't know. I never actually owned a queen before. Wow, it's stunning though. I quite like it. Oh, this one is definitely a drama queen, no doubt. But let me show you. It's beautiful. 4 beautiful leaves right here. I mean, it's a bit floppy because of the transit, so that doesn't surprise me. I am going to put this one in my cabinet later, because it definitely requires higher humidity and warm temperature. So for now, I'm not gonna undo the moss just yet, but I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny bit of the root right here. It's very wide, it's very firm, so I'm very pleased with this. Wow, love it. I love it. This one is gorgeous. The stem is firm. It's the kind of like triangle shape right here. It's like a square thing. It's very beautiful. The leaf is stunning. So firm, so green. Just want to see if there's any pest. Nope. And I do apologize for the mess, because I basically don't have any table that big that can basically hold this whole thing. So I think I might as well just do it on the floor. Plus I'm super clumsy. If I do it on the table, I think I'm gonna drop something, and I don't want that to happen, obviously. So I think there was a leaf in here, and then I think they broke it during transit, and that's the root. right there. Let's see what's this one. Okay, now that's another queen. I did actually order like 2, I think. It's either 2 or 3 queens I ordered. So this is another dark queen, another dark queen, and it's okay. It got 3 leaves, and then there's a new growth right there. Got 3 leaves, and there's a new growth. So I guess it's doing great. I guess it's very happy. That's why it has a new growth, and seems a bit more firm. Is this threads? Oh no, just charcoal. That's good. Alright, so here it is. Oh. Okay, so there are a few charcoals in here. This does look good. You can see there's a dark brown mushy leaf in there. So let me rescue this guy real quick. I think this one looks the saddest. I don't know if you can tell. This is a charcoal, and the stem is basically already rotted. It's very mushy, very brown, so I can't wait to check the roots to make sure the roots are healthy. And the packaging is very moist. I can see there is some condensation of water on the tape. Alright, so here it is. I mean, again, same story. You can't really see the roots, which is kind of disappointing because I do want to check to see what it's like. But I guess I have to do it later once I'm done with all of this. And then I'm gonna take the moss out and then check for every root to make sure they're all healthy. Okay, sorry for that. I had somebody at the door, so I had to go and open the door. Anyway, let's get back to our philodendron El Choco. And this guy's really heavy. I don't know why. He's the fattest among the 3 in the container that I just opened. So let's see why is he so heavy and fat. Oh gosh. There's a moment that there's no one would message me, and then all of a sudden everybody wanted to know about my existence. Isn't that interesting? Alright, so here it is. We have our Mr. El Choco, and it's fat pulp. I don't know about the roots. It looks black. I don't know if this is part of the moss or actually the roots, but I do have a feeling this is actually part of the roots, so look into that later. Another El Choco. How exciting. And then we have another El Choco. Now the leaves on this one actually looks really good. There's no imperfections, I mean, except for that little scars right there, but overall looks really good. And then there's also a new growth in the middle right here. So I mean, overall I think this one actually looking great. Wow, look at this package. It's big. And they are the tenue. You guys, this is actually pretty much like Christmas presents for me. I'm so excited. Truly, truly excited. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm happy. Look at this. This is the big tenue. It's like what? There's so many, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 leaves on this one. Yay! So exciting. Do you see? I love it. Love, love, love it. So with this one, basically the root is already, I don't know. I mean, it's not looking white, not looking as healthy as I hope they were. But I think I can save this. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any rot problem here, or maybe I can't really tell. We'll definitely have to soak it in water. Wow, less leaves on this, definitely less leaves, but the leaves are gorgeous. I mean, there's no imperfection and it doesn't even look like it's an import. You already can tell there's a little bit of healthy roots right here. It's green, it's white, a little bit thin, but it's fine. I'm happy with it. Hopefully the roots, like the overall roots, will be healthier than the one that we just opened. I mean, the roots on this one, so it's a lot less roots than the previous one, but it seems to be a lot more viable roots on this. I can't. There's another tenu and I cannot open it. I'm so done with it. Okay, so this is a Pastazinum. Am I a fan of it? Yes, I quite like Pastazinum. Oh, my legs, it's killing me. If you follow me, you must have already known I actually do have a Pastazinum at home already, but it suffered from thrips before, so on some of the leaves, it definitely didn't look the best. That's why I decided to give this one a go to see if there's any difference. You know, if it doesn't have any problem prior. That's a Pastazinum for you. Like you can tell, the stem is very healthy. It's super white. It's amazing. Let it do its thing. Mamei Silver. Now the difference between the Mamei Silver and the regular Mamei is that the Mamei Silver actually would climb up on a pole, whereas the regular Mamei would be a crawler down on the ground. I already have one Mamei at home, and I'm curious to see what the silver would be like. It's stunning. Would you look at it? I love it. Honestly, I love it. The stem looks a little bit funny though. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, or because of the temperature or what. It looks kind of like dark, a little bit too dark for my liking. But if that's how naturally it looks, then that's fine. I just don't hope that this is a sign of rot. So that's gonna be my concern, but I don't think that would be the case here because this plant seems to be kind of healthy. They really take this well. Got some healthy white roots, and then it's kind of pink on some part of it. So I think this one is salvageable. Oh yay, another new thing. So this is the varicosum dark form. Is it dark form though? It looks kind of like light. So, that is quite questionable. I'm not too sure if they actually sent me the right one or not. Alright, so here we have the varicosum dark form, and as I said, the color definitely seems a little bit lighter than I was expecting. I've seen the dark form before, so I'm not really sure whether did they actually send me the right one or not. Okay, now this is the Anthurium dark form. Anthurium crystallinum dark form, and they're supposed to look stunning according to Google image. I never seen one in real life, so I can't really tell you, but also on Instagram they all look so beautiful. That's why I decided to give this one a go, and hopefully it do justice for the name. All right, let's see. Oh, I love it, guys. I already can tell. Yeah. It's very dark. I don't know if through the camera you can actually tell the true color of it, but it's a lot darker than mine regular crystallinum. In another episode, I'm gonna definitely show you the differences between the regular crystallinum and the dark form. But let me just quickly get packaging out of this. There's so much tape in this one. It's really tight. It's really tight. I am probably the messiest YouTuber who opens to unboxing, but anyway, I'm gonna show you the little root right here. Is it showing? It's right here where my thumb is. It's gorgeous, huh? Ooh, guess what? It's a regale or regali, depends on how you want to pronounce it. I think regali sounds a lot fancier, so I'm gonna start calling it regali instead of regale. It's so big! Oh my goodness! I cannot believe it! Oh my god! That's my regali! It's so beautiful! There you go, see? There's a little pink of the roots right there, so I'm happy and I believe that this is actually healthy. Oh, come on. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. Alright, that's another regali. And this one seems a little bit smaller. Seems a little bit smaller. Oh my goodness me. Are you kidding me? The leaves is huge. I mean, the stem definitely is shorter than the other one, but look at the leaf size. It's actually even bigger than the previous one. And guess what? Guess what? It has a new growth. So happy. Yes. Now this makes my day because you have no idea how long I have. Ooh, gotta be careful there. I almost stabbed the stem. I've been wanting this plant for so long, but the price is just like incredibly expensive here in Canada. And you know, so once the order was available, I was over the moon because I've been waiting for this plant for so long. And now since I already got it, and I don't just have one, I actually have multiple. I order multiple ones because you never know when you order plants because one of them may die or they may not look as good as you're hoping for. So that's why I decided, you know what? Why don't I just order a couple just in case if one of them doesn't make it? And so far I have two beautiful regali. Okay, let's see, what are we gonna open next? Here, another regali, of course, why not? I am actually very excited to unbox regali. The Tenu can wait. I should have got more regali instead of the Tenu, to be honest with you. Yeah, but oh well, whatever. Because I wasn't expecting the regalia to gonna be this size. So same old, same old. I mean, it looks great. Similar with the other two. Very green, there's no yellowing or anything. Okay, again, Plomanii, small. Alright you guys, and this is the Plomanii right here. Very nice packaging, two beautiful leaves, and there's one obviously a new growth right in the middle. Oh, guess what? Fourth one right there. The root is incredibly small. It's a tiny teeny thing. So let me open this up and then we'll check the root to make sure it's all healthy and viable. Oh, never mind. It's actually false alarm. It's not a new growth. It's just a like a leaf cover. I don't know what's that called. But yeah, basically it's a nothing. Well, as we also expected, there barely any roots. I can't. It's another Pastazynum. Oh, this is the this is another varicosum, but this is L what? L Valley. I never heard or seen this varicosum type before, so that's why I decided to give it a try. And okay. It's looking kind of flimsy. I don't know if this is thrips problem or not, because I don't know if you can see, but there is some little red dots right here. It could also be because of different reasons, but most of the time this could be because of thrips. I don't know. Let's have a quick look here to see if any thrips around or what. It's small, it's really small, and I don't know about this one. Okay, and this is the Anthurium crystallinum silver. So if you remember previously, I mean not previously, but earlier we got the dark form, and this is the silver form. So let's see what they look like. And again, I have never seen the silver form in real life. I've only seen it in photo. So I'm curious to know oh my god, I think I'm in love with the silver form. So let me just quickly grab the two, put them together. This is the silver form and this is a dark form. Which one do you prefer? Personally, this is for me. It got that nice hue, pinkish vein around it, and I love the silver stripe. It's almost like metallic, glittery, shining, whereas this one is very settled. I can't really see any further from here. I obviously have to take the moss out, but I do hope, and I have high hope, that the roots would be just fine. So again, Anthurium silver line, crystallinum silver line. Another Pastazynum, not interested. Pastazynum again. Pastazynum one more time. Pastazynum, what the hell? Pastazynum. Luxuriant Choco. Is it the same with the El Choco? I'm not even sure anymore. Let's see. Okay, it's very nice. I think this is just basically the El Choco that we were opening. Nothing special, same old. Philodendron El Choco, guys. That's a root. El Choco, not interested. Ooh, Vecchii. Vecchii? Vecchii. Vecchii, okay. This is the King Anthurium. This is the King Anthurium, so let's see. It's so cute. See it? So adorable. I got these little muscle abs. That's how I like to call it. It's very muscular. I guess that's one of the reasons why they call it the king. And then the other one is the drama queen. Apparently the king is a lot easier to grow than the queen. So I hope that's also applied to me as well. Or maybe they're just both difficult. I don't know. Let's see. I was supposed to get in a lot of the king. Now I regret that I actually ordered too many passive items because I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway, ooh, okay. I was scared for a second there because that thing is just black, but you know what, the good thing is not mushy or anything, so that's great. Leaf is great. It's definitely bigger than the one that I just opened. But there's only one leaf, whereas the other one has 3 leaves on it. But this is a little bit more mature, I would say, because it's bigger in the size. So let's check out the roots. Okay. Again, King Anthurium, that's the roots. Now this one is definitely gonna be smaller than both of the other 2. How do I know? Because I already can tell by the weight and the size of the package. Please prove me wrong, please. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm wrong, guys. See? I'm very fortunate. I mean, the roots definitely may be a little bit smaller, but the leaves are great. Definitely got one mature leaf here and then a bunch of other smaller leaves, so that's good. And now I just have to find a way to get the tape off the roots of it. Teeny tiny little thing. Okay, this is another very wholesome dark form. I hope that this one is a little bit better than the one that I just went through with you. Yeah, that one was so disappointing. Okay, well this one definitely looks more like a dark form. Like you can see right here that the texture definitely really shows the dark color of it. The dark tone, this one actually show the best. Right there. Barely have any roots, but we'll check of it later. Vecchii. Look at it, it's so adorable. I love all this cloudy thing. Oh my god, look at the leaf. This is the biggest one so far. And of course it has only 1 leaf on it. Kind of disappointing, but whatever. But look at it, it's so adorable. Vecchii, King Anthurium for you. My god, This is the best El Choco out of the 20 or the 10 that I ordered. This is what I'm gonna keep. This is the Philodendron 10U. This is the luscious one out of the batch. I don't even know where I placed it anymore. Oh, right here. Last 10U. Not the best, but it's okay. I have like 7 pasta items left I have to open. Pasta item.